Hello everyone, for this magic card trick tutorial I thought it'd be neat to share with you a classic triumph effect. It's actually called the 6-cut triumph, and it just uses a regular deck of cards, well mixed, well shuffled. Have a spectator select any card that they like. It is a true and free selection. They can even sign the card if they like. They look at it, don't show you, you take their card, lose it somewhere in the middle of the deck. I have no idea where it is. Give the deck a few cuts and even a nice shuffle, completely mixing up the order of the cards. Now this is where the triumph effect comes in, and you're probably going to need a broom for this because you're going to create a mess. Turn about half the deck face up, the other half face down, and shuffle the face-up cards into the face-down cards. So what in the magic industry this is called is creating a mess. So you have about half the deck face up, half the deck face down. They are shuffled together. You can even show that they are completely mixed up. Push the cards together, completely making a mess. And now if I give you 6 cuts, and that's where the 6 cut comes in from the name of the triumph, you can see that there are cards face up, face back, back to back, face to face. Cards are completely mixed up in the deck. There is even some cards that are back to back. Now, as fast as you can say abracadabra and give the cards a magic tap, you can make the cards go all back in order except for one card only. What was the card that you picked? Was it the Queen of Diamonds? And that's the 6-cut triumph. And before I show you how to do it, please, as always, like and subscribe to this channel and this video. I really appreciate it. I also like to give a shout out to my channel members. I really appreciate you guys. And if you're looking to become a channel member, you can do that all through the links in YouTube provided below. Also, visit thebestmagicshop.com for some awesome magic tricks and gimmicks. You can also sign up for a newsletter to be notified of new tricks, discounts, and more. All at thebestmagicshop.com. All right, 6-cut triumph, the tutorial. It just uses a regular deck of cards, well mixed, well shuffled. The spectator can pick any card that they like, okay? And it's just called 6-cut because that's the way you're showing that the cards are all mixed up. Have a spectator select any card that they like, and you do this any way you want. You're gonna need to get their card to the top of the deck. So let's say they pick the 4 of hearts. For what I did, I put the card kind of in the bottom half of the deck, pushed it in, and then on the last push, I just pushed down with my thumb and got a pinky break. And so their selected card is now on top of this bottom pack of cards. Just take about half this top pack of cards, cut them, place them on the table. The second time you cut to the break, place this pack on the table, and then the last cut just takes this last packet, put it on top of that, and that gets their card to the top. Now there's more ways you can get a card to the top with card control, etc. And feel free to use any method you like, okay? This is just the one I did for this video, so that's why I'll show it that way. I have a video on 3 different ways of doing it, and there's more ways of doing it if you like. So once you get their card to the top, then you cut the cards in half, turn the bottom half face up. You can show face up and face down cards. Now it's very important when you shuffle the cards together that you really are shuffling the face up to face down. The last card, which is the card on top of here, okay, that you've maintained on top, you know, after when you shuffle, you just shuffle this card last, so it maintains it on top. You only get 1 card face down in between face up cards, okay? So you can only have 1 card on top of the face up cards on this side, which is their selected card. If you have 2 cards or 3 cards, they're gonna end up being face up or face down at the end of the trick, okay? So you can only have 1 card as the last card on top, and make sure that it's the last card that's face down on top of face up cards, okay? So that's very important. Push these 2 halves together, and you can fan them out, okay? Showing that they are all mixed face up, face down. But now you gotta be careful when you do that, is that you don't wanna mess up your 2 halves that you have shuffled, okay? So you have 2 halves of the deck. These are the face down cards. These are the face up cards on this side, okay? Now when you push them together, hold the top card, because that's what you only have 1 card there, that's the selected card, with your finger, and just push these cards together, and all you're really doing is sliding this top card over on top of those face up cards, it looks like you pushed all the cards that are face up into the face down cards, but all you're doing is just pushing that 1 card over, and so you still have the face down cards on this side and the face up cards on this side. And now I'm using a brand new deck, and brand new decks are usually better for this because they slide out of each other easier. So once you have that pushed in, okay, so it looks like you're pushing the face up cards into the face down cards. You're here, cover this side with your hand, and then you just strip out all the face down cards and the face up cards and place them on top like that. So what you end up with after you've stripped them out is half the deck face up and the other half face down, just like this, with one card only, which is the selected card, face down on the top. Now, you have your stack like this. Cut the deck to any of the face up cards, okay? And you don't want to do it like at the very top of the deck because you have to make 6 cuts with this, okay? So cut at the face up cards when you do this. And so cut face up cards, you have these. This is what you have in this hand, okay? Face up cards, 1 card face down, and then you'll have, face down cards and then maybe even a couple face up cards. So this is where you make your first cut. Make sure you cut into the face up cards when you do the 6 cut illusion part of the trick, okay? Cut to the face up cards, so you have this, okay, face down, and then a few face up cards in this half. These are all face up except for 1 face down. Go in front of you towards your spectator, and then just drop a packet of cards from the bottom, okay? Doesn't matter how many, just a few. And then that gives the illusion face up, face down cards. Come back towards you, cut here, just another packet of cards. Doesn't matter how many. And then the last 2, you just leave like that. So this is what the 6 cut looks like. So you cut here, cut here, cut here. To the eye, it makes it look like all the cards in the deck are mixed up. Now, reverse that when you go back, place these on top. You can even place these out jogged a little bit on top of here, place these on top of here, so you're in the exact situation that you were before you cut the cards, okay, before you did the 6 cut. So you have the face up cards and the face down cards with 1 card face down on top, okay? So the 6 cut moves, cut any of the face up towards your spectator, towards you, in the middle, and then reverse, reverse, and reverse. And now you're back to where you began, and now all you have to do is cut to where that back-to-back, where the cards meet each other, and then it'll be at a back-to-back card. That's the only back-to-back card in there. And now when you cut there and turn this packet over, okay, remember this is their selected card, you're cutting at the back-to-back, turn these over, place them on top like that. Now all the cards are back to normal, except for 1, and what I do is I turn the entire deck over. You can give them a magic tap. When you spread them out, you'll have all the cards back in order except for 1 card, and this will be that top face down card, which should be their selected card because you got it to the top, okay? So that's the 6 cut triumph. It takes a little bit of practice. Like I said, I used a brand new deck so they can slide out easier than the others. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. It's a classic trick. It does take a lot of practice, but the key is that 6 cut to show that they are all mixed up. And it's a really neat effect, and people like it. So I hope you have fun with it. I hope you enjoy it. And if you do have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And until next time.